ask questions about the baggage. Don't say, oh, this person is so perfect, tall, dark, and handsome. He doesn't have baggage. He has baggages. Welcome back, LinPRinP, and if you're here for the first time, thank you for clicking. This channel is all about peaceful living in this chaotic and dramatic world, how I see it and how I'm living it. It's the life section or the living in fast express section of my channel. I have a playlist, do check it out. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about relationships. So it's 2021. I wanted to see how people view relationships, especially in this season of COVID and in this season of quarantine, and see what people are talking about relationships. You know, it's just been Valentine's Day, and I'm sure everybody will be talking about relationships, whether positive or negative. So I went on Twitter and I searched relationships. A couple of things came up and I wanted to share with you guys. You know, maybe we can learn a couple of things about relationships, and come on, let's start. You know, I have about 20 things people talked about relationships. So let's see the comments that I found. The first one is, so if I'm looking down, I'm just checking my phone because I have made a compilation of the posts I found about relationships. So the first one is, this is from Miss Melanated Mama. All right, Kemi, melanated at melanated mama. Every relationship is an opportunity to learn and grow, which is definitely true. There are relationships where you're going to learn about yourself. There are relationships you're going to learn about the other person. There are relationships where you're going to learn how both of you work together. There are relationships where you're going to learn the good things, the good qualities about you or the other person. There are relationships where you're going to learn the negative aspects, that your negative qualities. So definitely take those opportunities of relationships you have, take them as a learning curve. If someone tells you, oh my God, you do this all the time and it's so annoying, don't take it as, oh my gosh, you're so annoying too. Learn from what that person has told you. All right, they are your friends, hopefully, and I'm sure they mean well, and take their opinion as constructive criticism and grow from what that person has told you. So definitely, yes, I agree. Every relationship is an opportunity to learn and grow. Next, this is from Trainer Mike at Trainer Mike V. He says, most people don't want to hear this, but real relationships that last involve a lot of forgiveness. Okay? You have to accept the fact that your partner isn't perfect and will hurt you, disappoint you, and upset you. You have to figure out if you're willing to go through up. I'm not sure what that last part means, but I'm sure it means that, you know, you have to figure out if you're willing to go through the stress, I guess. So basically, I wish they would tell you, well, I'm sure they told you this before you get married, or if you are in a relationship. I hope someone tells you this before you tie the knot, because when you do get married or when you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what, boyfriend, girlfriend, things usually are positive. Nobody wants to tell you things that's going to make you sad. So actually in that stage, you might not get the truth. But when you've been married with someone for like, let's say 3, 5, 7, 10 years, most of the time the truth will come out, because now you're living with this person, you know, there's nowhere to run. You can't hide. So they know a lot of things about you. So most likely you will get hurt, you'll be disappointed, you will get upset. But the most important thing is, you know that the relationship you are in I will say a married one, you know that it's a learning relationship. Like we said, it's a real relationship, and you know that whatever they're telling you that's making you upset is actually to make you better. Forgiveness definitely is needed. Doesn't make sense if you're fighting the person that's supposed to know a lot about you. Doesn't make sense fighting that person, because that person is there to help you grow, and you are there to help the other person grow. So let's say you have someone that's addicted to drugs. Now, this is the worst case scenario for me. You have a partner that's addicted to drugs, and you're like, oh honey, you're so cute, you're so awesome, you want me to get you some more drugs? Yes, that's what you like. Yeah, that relationship is going down the drain. Yes, I said it. But if you're in a relationship where you're like, you know honey, these drugs is going to be the death of you, and the other person is going like, yeah, you saying all this, and you have this problem too, and you have this problem too, and you're not willing to take that advice that they're giving you, maybe not necessarily about drugs, but something, you know, something that's supposed to make your life better. If you are not willing to take that criticism, you are not willing to take that advice, even though it might be a tough pill to swallow at the time. I'm the type of person, I'll get upset. Oh, I'm beating my mic. I'm the type of person, I will get upset, which, you know, we have to give people that chance to get upset in a relationship. I'll give it that space. Like, think about it. You know, there should be the advice. The first phase is the advice. The second phase is the time for that individual person to get sometimes initially upset. Give them that time to think about issues. Give them that time to think about what has just happened. So yes, they might get upset, they might be defensive, they might deny it. Give them that space to figure out the emotions of what they've just heard from you being truthful. And then comes the change that you want, the change that you expect. Hopefully, forgiveness, and hopefully that person will have it in mind to forgive however way you have said it, because there's no sweet way to say you're doing something wrong. Okay, you've said it, get over it, forgive that person, forgive and accept that person for actually, you know, taking the initiative to tell you what you're doing wrong, to give you an opportunity to change that negative behavior. That's how I see that. So thank you, Trainer Mike, for that comment. Next, we have Mara at Mara294 Mesquita. The best relationships are born when we look and realize how lucky we are for the person who is on our side. You are my angel, love. So I guess Miss Mara, Mr. Mara, I don't even know, it looks like a girl. So this person is thanking their partner for being in their lives, basically. So the best relationships are born when we look and realize how lucky we are for the person who is on our side. So that could be a partner, that could be a very good friend, that could be a spouse, that could be parents, siblings. The best relationships are born when we look and realize how lucky we are for the person who is on our side. One thing I've realized is that generation, I guess they're calling them Generation Z. I don't know what generation is coming next after, I guess maybe Generation AA. We'll start back from the beginning. Generation Z feel like they know it all, feel like they have the answers. I guess I was at that age too, where I thought I had the answers to everything. In this stage, people think they don't need anybody. I can survive on my own. I am, you know, I can live on an island by myself, and I will live. So at that stage, sometimes they don't realize how lucky they are to have parents, siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins. They don't realize that those relationships are very important into how they grow and live their lives. At a certain time of their lives, they will realize that the people that they have in their lives, especially family, the most important things in their lives. Because at the end of the day, if you go out there and you don't have a family to come back to, it's a lonely life. So cherish your family members, cherish them so much. Whoever they are, They might not be biological, they might not be blood, but whoever you have in your life that supports you, you realize how lucky you are for having them. So that ties into being grateful to whoever you have in your life, helping you support your dream. Next person, we have Mr. Caleb here at The Real Caleb. No one wants to really hear it, but lasting relationships include a lot of forgiveness. So I guess this is just buttressing the fact that in a relationship, you have to learn to forgive. You might not be the first every time, but always strive to be the first person to forgive the other person. So I'm gonna say, we have Spice Bay at SpiceBay_. IDK, who needs to hear this, but set those boundaries with friends, family, exes, relationships. Start making it a point to express what's okay and what's not okay, what bothers you and what doesn't, what you need and what you don't. Let people know you won't accept just anything anymore. Very important in relationships to set positive boundaries. Positive boundaries, just like this person has said. Because in a relationship, some people might test your boundaries, test what you can take and what you can't take. So let people know this is something that actually I'm working on. Not really my marriage relationship or my marital relationship, but my work relationships. I'm trying to set boundaries, like, you know, professional boundaries. I'm still learning. I'm a very quiet person. I'm shy. You might not think that because I'm on YouTube, but I'm very shy. And in real life, I stay in my lane. I mind my business. So it's very important to definitely set boundaries in relationships. If you're just starting out, even if you're seasoned, it's very important to set boundaries. What you can take, what you can't take, let them know. All right, before people start stepping over you. Next, we have KTY. Katie? All right. Oh, okay. At Coffee Taught You. Okay? Coffee Taught You. Oh, it's so crazy how our relationships with our parents determine our other relationships. This is a deep one. I want to say, when I was living with my parents, I feel like my mom and I didn't really talk as much until I actually moved out, got married, and started having kids. Then it was like we talk every day, almost every day. The relationships we have with our parents is very important because those will be foundations on how we behave outside with other people. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like your parents, most likely you're going to have trouble with relationships outside the home. So definitely fix up relationships in the foundation of your house, in the foundations of your home. Fix your relationships with your siblings. Fix your relationships with your cousins. Sometimes this might be hard. Unfortunately, I'm not the best person. I have family issues. Who doesn't have family issues? I have family issues. But if you're starting out in relationships, it helps when you fix relationships in your house, fix relationships in your home, so that the relationships you have outside can be meaningful and positive. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. End bad governance in Nigeria at Life is Short 67. This person says everyone brings baggage into their intimate relationships. The brave ones open up their bags so they can explore and share what's inside. Now, this is very, very, very important. Who doesn't have baggage? Unless you live under a rock, then, you know. When you are dating, before you even enter a meaningful relationship, when you are dating, have a lot of questions. Those questions are going to set as the basis and foundation of the relationship skyscraper you want to build on top of those questions that you've asked. Now, if you haven't asked the right questions, then the relationship, hopefully the relationship skyscraper you want to build on this foundation is not going to be a tall one. I'm laughing, but this is a serious thing. I remember when my husband and I, when we were going out, my dad would ask me, where is he from? I'd be like, I don't know. What job does he do? I don't know. What does he like? I don't know. What doesn't he like? I don't know. My dad will be like, so what are you people doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So this is very important because everyone brings baggage into their intimate relationships. Now you want to enter into a relationship with this person. You want to start building blocks, right? You want to start setting a foundation for what, who knows, maybe the house you want to build is going to be on this foundation with this person. So you want to lay the right foundation. You want to lay the right brick. Right? So before you put down a brick, you want to ask a question. Ask questions about the baggage. Don't say, oh, this person is so perfect, tall, dark, and handsome. He doesn't have baggage. He has baggages. All right? Tell him, how big is your baggage? All right? How heavy is this? How heavy are the baggages that you're bringing into this relationship? Are they light? Are they heavy? What color is the baggage? Is it blue? Is it red? Is it black? Is it white? You want to know these questions, all right? I've made my mistakes. You need to learn from people's mistakes and, you need to learn. So basically, baggage claim your baggage. Baggage claim your partner's baggage. So you know which baggage you can allow or which baggage you won't allow, all right, that you can live with. The brave ones open up their bags so they can explore and share what's inside. All right, an example is, do you want kids? That could be a baggage for the other person. Actually, I have 2 kids. Oh, really? So definitely you want to know what baggage. Now, some baggages can be hidden and some you can see. So try to ask questions that can peer into those ones that are deeply hidden, so at least you can figure out what's going on. So thank you, Mr. Life is Short 67 for that. Very important. This one is, was that a nerve? At prime discussion. Let's see what this person says about relationship. I'm intrigued anytime people start throwing around knowing their worth, because romantic relationships is a really arbitrary and imperfect way of validating or measuring said worth. Romantic relationships is a really arbitrary and imperfect way of validating or measuring said worth. If you know what this means, please comment in the section. All these big words, my head is hurting. But the main thing is, know your worth. We've talked about it. Set boundaries. You can take this, you can't take this in a relationship. Let them know at the get-go, so you're not going to be wasting people's time. Time is precious. Next, at rare feelings. This person said, any relationship that requires you to be a quiet or more watered down version of yourself for it to work is not the relationship for you. So this is good advice, definitely. You want to be yourself. Right? Now, because somebody's like, oh, you are too hot for me, you need to cool down. Oh, you are too quiet for me, you need to tush up. You need to be in a relationship where you are going to be yourself and the other person is going to be yourself, and you can come together and merge and come together and merge and mesh those qualities that you have together. They always say opposite attract. So you don't want to be quiet and then both of you just be quiet. Nobody's talking. You don't want to be hot and both of you will be hot at the same time every time. You want to be hot and somebody will be cold, so you can merge and make sense of relationships. So thank you for that. We want to be in relationships where we are ourselves 100%. Now, if you have negative qualities, which nobody's perfect, then definitely tone those down. Yes, right? All right. Next, we have M Complex WD at strive to be great. Note to self. Making a conscious effort to express gratitude can be a powerful component in all of our relationships. So if my husband does the dishes 1 day out of 30 days, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this. And if let's say I did something and my husband didn't say thank you, I'll be like, you could say thank you, my wife, for doing this. So I tell him what I want to hear. You know, make it fun. Express gratitude. All right, making a conscious effort to express gratitude can be a powerful component in all of our relationships. All right, be thankful. Be thankful for the little things. Be thankful for the big things, but be thankful for the little things. Adrian G. Simmons at Adrian G. Simmons says, we can best make things better by being in relationship, cooperative, and useful to others. Okay, so I guess this person is talking from an entrepreneurship point of view. For all of us entrepreneurs looking to make an impact on the world, we've really got nothing to worry about. We are not interested in maintaining the status quo. We want to make things better, and we can do that by best being in relationship with other people. That's what this person means. Yes, by deciding to be more cooperative and more useful to others. So basically, in entrepreneurship relationships, in business relationships, you are still, in relationship, you are relating with other people. So you want that to be positive so that, things can get better. I want the world to be a better place. Can I do that by myself? No. You have to be in relationship with other people who want the same as well. And that's going to make the job faster. All right, let me hurry up. From grieving to healing at Grieve to Heal. Trust is something in a relationship that is built over time. When someone proves themselves trustworthy in a little, we know we can trust them with more and more aspects of our lives. Basic English. Another one, Bella at Azin's wife. I wish people could do all of the romantic stuff with their besties without falling in love and getting into relationships. Everyone would be happier. Lie. I don't believe in platonic relationships. Let me not say that. Is it possible? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this one. I wish people could do all of the romantic stuff with their besties without falling in love. It can't work. Next, Gigi at Tarot Strega. I don't know. Tarot Strega. Instead of dwelling on your failed relationships, consider the gifts they left you with. That's a good one. I'm always thankful for a relationship that I was in because I was able to get a job out of that relationship, and I feel like it helped push me to my next level. So definitely not all relationships are bad because you broke up. There are so many positive things that you could have gotten, so many lessons you have learned from that said relationship. So definitely consider the gifts they left you with. Yes. Yes. I like that one. Nkosi SA at Nkosi SA7 says, it's people who destroy relationships, not cell phones. It's people who kill, not guns. It's people who cause car accidents and kill, not cars. We like shifting blames. We like shifting blames to inanimate objects. That's what this person is saying. So cell phones, guns, and cars are not the weapon. We are the weapon, right? We are the weapon. We are the one using the cell phone. We are the one using the gun. Can a cell phone on the bed get up, walk, and kill somebody? Absolutely not. Can a loaded gun get up by itself and kill somebody? No. Can a car drive itself and kill people? Well, we have driverless cars now. That theory don't work anymore. All right, but you get it. People kill people. Let's not blame inanimate objects. They don't have legs. Where there is a void in communication, negativity will fill it. At John Gordon 11. All right, so this person wrote this: where there is a void in communication, negativity will fill it. My husband always says this, like, assumption is the worst weapon. Assuming something, that's the worst of it all. You assume that someone did something. You assume. Assumption is the, what he always says is, assumption is the worst knowledge or something. You assume someone did something and then your mind will start thinking of rubbish. Fill the void with positive, proactive communication, and you'll help neutralize negativity before it starts. This applies at home, at work, and every relationship in your life. So this is very important, especially in relationship. Talk. You need to talk. Don't assume they did it. Don't assume they didn't do it. And in a situation where you find yourself and he said it's not what it looks like, open your eyes, think about it, hear what they're saying. Especially in relationships, you have to listen, open your eyes, use wisdom whenever you encounter situations like that. Communicate and then make an informed decision. And I think that does it. I hope I have 20. I might not have 20, but I think we've tried for this episode. So I'm going to stop right here. This is the end of life section for February. I do this every month, so do check out if you are in, if you like the live section of Laraddiji's LinPRinP. Definitely catch us in March. We'll have another topic to talk about. Thank you guys for watching this episode up until this time. Consider subscribing if you love what you've heard, and definitely subscribe. Oh, I think I've said that already. At the end of the day, let's love our neighbors as ourselves. And remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. You see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Toodles.